What up, homies, and welcome back to another episode of the FRS wide body build. Today's main objective, try to get some sort of inner fenders in for the front. I'm not sure if I need some in the rear. Definitely need some in the front though. Let me show you why. So that is my front wheel right there. That's the tire, and this is the engine bay. I don't want the wheel kicking up a bunch of dirt, gravel, snow, I guess, if I drive in the snow at all, up into the engine bay. Not only that, go ahead and open the door, and that's my tire right there. This is the door jamb, so I don't want that all filling up with all the same shit as well. So first thing I'm gonna do, pull the car up on some ramps, pull the front wheels off. I think it's gonna be pretty easy to figure out what we're gonna do, so I'll tag you guys along and figure it out. Now before that, guys, we're gonna do a giveaway. So what we have here, an air freshener, another air freshener. It's got the bagged STI on the one side. I can't really see it. And the Evo, that Evo right there on the other side. So how this is gonna work, I've said the specs of these wheels in one video before. I don't think I ever said the offset. So just go ahead and guess the width of the wheels, front and rear. I'm gonna take all the guesses that are correct, only the correct ones, throw them in a random number generator, and it's gonna pick the winner. I'm gonna pull the air freshener out of the package very carefully, sign it, throw it back in the package, seal it back up, send it off to you guys anywhere in the world. These things are amazing. They smell amazing. They're pretty sick. I love these things. I'm so glad I ordered these up. So leave your guesses down in the comment section below, guys. I know I've said it in at least one video, maybe two, of the specs of these wheels, so drop them down below. Let's get to work. So all I'm gonna do right now, just grab the OEM inner fender, kind of toss it up in there and see like how much I'm gonna have to cut off of it or what exactly I want to do here. I only really need a few little pieces of it here and there. What I'm actually gonna do, kind of clip it up in there and see if I can just use the heat gun, kind of form it to where I want it to go. I don't know if it's gonna work. Once again, guys, this is my first time building a wide body car. Not really sure. Kind of just gonna try some stuff out. So clearly this OEM inner fender is not going to work. I think I'm just gonna run to town, get some thin plastic, just some regular sheets, and build my own inner fender. But let me show you guys what I did for now. So I don't know if you remember me complaining about how this was sticking out over the fender, or like it kept falling out. All I did, a little screw, I don't know if you can see it, but a really small screw attaching this to this. And then down here, I have it screwed up from the bottom to the body. So that's gonna attach everything nice and clean under there. I don't want anything on the outside, obviously, that'd be hideous. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and throw the rear wheel on, or the front wheel on. I'm gonna run to town and try to find some really thin plastic and just build my own fenders.
Good job, babe. Oh. Thanks, babe.
Specs, please. Do you really not know?
No, I really freaking don't know.
Do you know what size they are?
No.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20?
Oh, they're definitely 17s.
No.
Oh, sorry, they're 18s.
Okay.
Yeah, 18s, my bad.
18 by 8s?
No.
I figured I will take you guys along. I'm headed to Home Depot right now, trying to find some of that plastic. Let's go. I found this stuff here, but look at the price tag. $17 for that tiny sheet. That is expensive. So I'm gonna try to find some ABS plastic. So far I've checked Home Depot, they didn't have anything except for that clear stuff that was kind of expensive. I went to Ace Hardware, they had nothing there, but they sent me to a plastic manufacturing place down in where I live. So I'm gonna head there. Unfortunately, you guys probably won't have the same place in your town, but I'm gonna head there, see what they got. So the dude had a bunch of scrap laying around that I picked up for super cheap, 20 bucks. So that should work perfect. All right guys, I'm back home, back in the shop, and I'm gonna start with up here. So I got this little sheet here, that should work perfectly for up here. So I'm gonna go start off by removing this fuse box, just get that out of the way so I can have full access to what I'm working with. So this sheet right here is literally like the perfect width right there. It's just a little long. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut about 4 inches off that. Let's see how that works. You know, it'd be a hell of a lot easier to do this if I could get this all the way out of the way, but I can't. It's okay though, I'll figure it out. So I'm pretty much just throwing it on here, cutting where it needs to be cut, and gonna drill it on. Be too hard. I kind of want it to look good though, that's the thing. I think that looks pretty good as is, as long as the fuse box will fit like that. Oh yes, definitely will. Let's go ahead and drill that in like that, starting up the top, and see what happens. Gotta do a little more trimming because I'm gonna go pull it off again. But this needs to be angled down. Alright, I think we're off to a pretty good start. I'm gonna throw this bolt back in. That's good there. Fuse box still fits in place. Perfect. It's a good start. I think if I just bolt down the fuse box now, it'll hold everything in place. Let's give it a shot. Maybe I'll throw one more down here. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna throw one more in right there. And I kind of want to choose like some nice black hardware, some black screws on it or something, just to clean it up a little bit. Let's see what I have. Oh, this should work perfect. This is the fun part of the kit, of the install. Gotta fab your own stuff up. You don't have to do this, but I prefer to. I'm gonna go ahead and bolt down the fuse box now, and we should be done for that little panel there. So that's what it looks like. It's not the most beautiful thing in the world. It's just gonna work though. It's gonna work perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of create the same thing on that side as well. So that is what I ended up with on the driver's side. One thing I noticed that's very, very helpful is this ABS plastic forms very easy with heat. So I was using the torch right there to kind of heat it up and form it exactly how I want it. Made it so much easier after I figured that out. Pro tip guys, if you're gonna do this, use a torch, heat gun, use something to heat it up and you can form it exactly how you want it. It is getting pretty damn late out, so I'm gonna have to do the door jamb inner fenders tomorrow. So I'll see you guys in the morning. What is up, bros? Now the next morning. Look at all of the snow we're getting. We're getting dumped on right now. It's like really, really wet, sloppy snow. Kind of disgusting, but still fun to drift in though. You know, sometimes I feel like I should just go work on the FRS and not record. Then I remembered I really wish someone would have created these videos so I could like just, if I'm trying, for example, if I'm trying to build these inner fenders for a wide body kit. Like yesterday I went on the internet and tried to find someone who built some inner fenders as well, and I couldn't find anything. So that's why I'm recording all this for you guys. Like, I'm sure it's not gonna go viral or anything, but there's gonna be a few people in the future that want to know how to build these inner fenders for like wide body kit, and it's gonna be super nice for them just to go be able to click on a link, order up the plastic, and know how to do it. So that is why I'm doing it. Let's get back to work. So I got these parts all done for the engine bay. Now I got to pull off the wheels and get the parts done for the door jambs, because I don't want to fill these door jambs up with the rocks. And also I'm thinking about putting a little sheet of plastic right up in here. I might have one actually already. Let's see what that would look like. Oops. So for example, I just want to get that covered up. I'm definitely going to do something, and that's like the perfect size already. So I'm definitely going to be doing something there, because all that fills up with rocks as well. So let's go ahead and get these front wheels pulled off. So here's what I've got done in about an hour. Little piece right here. That's what my creative mind came up with. So it's just the same ABS plastic. I cut a little chunk, tried to cut it to fit there the best I could, and then grabbed a pen, marked the back side, cut it, drilled it. It's not bolted down yet because I'm just going to trace that to the other side if it fits properly. But I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do back there. So I probably need to come up to about here. And I need it to sit on the back side of this so it's not rubbing on the tire at all. So I think I'm just going to come straight out, make it hit the fender there. It's just going to be kind of hard because it's angled in. But I'll try to figure out what I'm doing there and show you guys in a minute. Try to explain the best way I can. So I've gone back and forth like 3 trillion times trying to figure out how I'm going to create those inner fenders for the door jambs. And I'm just going to grab some cardboard, start going to town. I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna figure it out as I go along though. And I figured I would do it on cardboard first before I do it on the plastic. So I'm gonna just set up the camera and run a time lapse. And if there's anything important or cool, I'll let you guys know. So that is what I came up with. Not too shabby for a homemade front fender inner liner. So essentially what I did was pull the front fender off, put cardboard on there, and kind of shape it to the body of the car. Then put the fender on there, trim exactly where I needed to trim. Pulled the cardboard off, traced it to the ABS, cut it, put it back on there. And if there's any fitment issues, I can either trim it or just heat it up and bend it a little bit with the torch. But for now, I'm going to be drilling it onto the car. It's going to attach at this lip right here on the back side of this lip, so I'll just be drilling little holes there and screwing it on. Not too shabby. I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's all said and done. Well guys, that is the end result. Exactly what I was going for. Pretty proud of myself, to be honest. I like it a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and throw on the side skirt again, get that little piece right there, back on there, and then move to the other side. Other side should be a breeze. I already got everything cut up for that side. Bam, bam, bam. If anyone wants to pick up some of this material, it is 16th inch ABS plastic, so I'll have that link down in the description box below if you want to go pick some up and build your own inner fenders. Stock inner fenders, there's no way. This is disgusting. Getting soaked. There's big ass holes in my shoes. Too poor to have 4 new shoes. But there's no way the stock inner fenders will work with a wide body kit, so I'd highly suggest you go build your own. Anyways, my homies, that is gonna wrap up this video. Really hope you enjoyed it. I gotta get inside, get to work. It's freaking nasty outside. So, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that thumbs up button down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.